The time is 3 o'clock. Now listen the pulse. Good afternoon to you and welcome to Radio Nigeria South Southern News at 3. The headlines. Candidates of Unified Tertiary Matriculation Exam decry slow process of registration. Non-payment of December salary to some staff in Bayelsa State elicit reactions. Iran's supreme leader defends country's armed forces. Today's commentary is on the need for cooperation of citizens to tackle crime in the society. Details in a moment. Good afternoon. Violence against women is a crime against humanity. Supports the female gender for a better society. My name is Rachel Onah. Now the news in full. Some prospective candidates of the 2020-2021 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination have decried the slow pace of the online registration process. The candidates who spoke to correspondent Nkem Ugochukwu at the JAMB office at Abaru, Port Harcourt, said they have not been able to register for the past 3 days. They alleged that the officials were not following due process in the exercise. A candidate who came for The other candidate said people who came with their parents were given better attention. A candidate who came for regularization said he has not been able to do so due to the crowd. The candidates appealed to the JAMB officials to give them due attention to avoid waste of man hours. JAMB 2020-2021 online registration, which started on 13th January, will be closing on 17th February. The non-payment of December's 2019 salaries to some staff of institutions and agencies in Bayelsa State is eliciting mixed reactions. While some have condemned the situation, others appealed for the affected staff to bear with the state government. Correspondent Eyal Ikisipo reports that some residents are of the view that the federal government should withhold general allocation to the state government, while some kicked against such moves. Minister of State for Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Mark Sayo Alaso Adura, says the ministry is working assiduously to ensure the over 12,000 abandoned projects of the Niger Delta Development Commission are revived. He stated this in an interview with newsmen at Government House, Benin City. Henry Onowewari reports that the minister was in Edo State to inspect projects of the ministry. The Benin Zonal Commander of the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, Mrs. Ijoma Uduak, has reaffirmed the commitment of the command in the fight against trafficking in persons and illegal migration. Mrs. Uduak made the remark in her office in Benin City, where she played host to the executive members of a non-governmental organization, Greater Returnees Foundation. Mrs. Uduak observed that returnees were in the best position to enlighten youths on the danger of illegal migration as a result of their experiences. In a remark, the President's Greater Returnees Foundation, Mr. Musa Okundia, drew the attention of NAPTIP Commander to the activities of some civil society organizations and agencies that used the stories of returnees to make money instead of saving young ones from being lured into irregular migration. Secretary General, Greater Returnees Foundation, Ms. Happiness Ehime, told the Benin Zonal Commander of NAPTIP that they were in her office to solicit the support of NAPTIP in their various programs aimed at tackling illegal migration and its consequences, particularly among the youths. The Returnees Foundation is made up of returnees from all parts of the world who have resolved to be useful to themselves and the society by engaging in meaningful ventures. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) in Akwa Ibom State says there will be no withdrawal or substitution of any candidate for the rerun elections to be conducted in SCN Udim local government area of the state. Head of Department Voter Education and Publicity for INEC in Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Odaro Ayesien, stated this in Uyo. According to Mr. Ayesien, There will be no substitution or withdrawal of candidates who contested the 2019 general elections, and the court ordered rerun elections in a Sien Udim local government area. It will be recalled that the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) Akwa Ibom State has of late been inundated with inquiries as to whether political parties can substitute candidates in the upcoming rerun elections in Essien Udim local government area scheduled for 25th January 2020. The Court of Appeal sitting in Calabar had ordered a rerun in Essien Udim local government area in the senatorial, House of Representatives and State Assembly elections. The current Minister of Niger Delta, Senator Godswill Akpabio, who was the candidate for the senatorial elections held last year, had withdrawn from the race and asked his party, the All Progressives Congress, to pick another candidate to contest against Senator Chris Ekpenyong, who had been declared by INEC as winner of the senatorial elections held in February last year. To Radio Nigeria, South Zone News 3, here are stories in the bulletin so far. Candidates of Unified Tertiary Matriculation Exam decry slow process of registration. Non-payment of December salary to some staff in Bayelsa State elicit reactions. Still ahead. Iran's supreme leader defends country's armed forces. Plus business, foreign, entertainment, sports, and commentary. Stay tuned. Glad to have you back. The news continues shortly. The National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) says the nation's headline consumer price index rose by 11.98% year-on-year in December 2019 from the 11.85% recorded in the previous month. For details of this and more on business news, let's join Austin Ine. More on business news. Cross River State government has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) and Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria (RIFAN) for the supply of multi-billion naira rice seedlings to farmers in Nigeria. The Commissioner for Agriculture, Mr. Onah, signed for the state, while a representative of the CBN, Mr. Anthony Ifechukwu, signed on behalf of the Apex Bank, and the national president of Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria, Alhaji Aminu Goronyo, signed on behalf of the association. Foreign news. Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has defended the country's armed forces after it admitted shooting down a passenger plane by mistake. He said the Revolutionary Guard, the elite unit responsible for the disaster, maintained the security of Iran. The movie Sugar Rush is back to the cinemas after its ban as King Patrick quarrels with Peruzzi over record label. Nigeria Professional Football League Match Day 16 games will be played on Sunday across the country as English Premier League action takes center stage. Austin Isaac has details of this. And all the commentary. Following continuous security challenges in parts of the country, the Kokon Ukmayang of Kino City FM Calabar writes on the need for cooperation of citizens to tackle crime in the society and is read from our studio. That commentary on the need for cooperation of citizens to tackle crime in the society was written by Okokon Ukmayang of Kina City FM Calabar and read by Mukwelola Oke. We'll now bring you weather report. Okay? Sorry. The last time when I said weather or no weather. On behalf of the news editor, Blessing Ituma, and the production team, my name is Rachel Onah. Thank you very much for listening. Good afternoon.
Bless.